Hey, what up, family? So I know you saw the thumbnail of this video and you think, whoa, he's attacking all collectors. He's trying to start some kind of big drama. And that's not what this video is about. I really debated if I wanted to talk about this, but I really feel like it's on my heart. And being a collector myself, who has obviously a lot of video games and a lot of collectibles and action figures, comic books, I got more stuff than I know what to do with. I really feel that we need to, as collectors, to take some responsibility for the state that the industry is currently in. And if you've seen the way things are, it's not good. It's bad. And that's not just with video games. That's with everything. Literally everything these days is considered a collector's item. I'm 39 now, and I remember growing up in the late 80s, in the 90s, even the early 2000s, where all this stuff was coming out for the first time. Pokemon, and Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles. You got to experience these things before they became so crazy popular, right? You got to enjoy it. Being a kid at that time was amazing. And all the memories that you got to share with your family and your friends, it was so wonderful. And that's why we get so nostalgic for these things, because we remember the world before the internet. It was a simpler time, and it was the best of times because of that. You got to grow up being a kid and enjoying all of these things. But fast forward today, and it's not the same. We have become these huge whales that just keep consuming and consuming and buying and consuming like ravenous zombies, to the point that the industry and these companies have now taken notice, and they make everything a collector's item, a special edition, a riboflavin super hyper ultra mega triple X XXX tricky super duper mega hyper super califragilisticexpialidocious edition. And it's ridiculous how everything gets slapped with collector on it. And they have raised the price to actually get invested in these. They use FOMO tactics to sell things. They put artificial rarity on things. You have scalpers that have endless opportunities to scalp because of said YouTubers making their clickbait videos, and because of all the deals and the accounts that post all these deals, and just how easy it is to go on the internet and look things up. And it's just gotten so insane. For example, I've been out of Magic the Gathering since mid-2000s, right? The last time I bought Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh cards was about when I moved into my apartment. This is almost 9 years ago, right? So I recently got back into Magic because of the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering crossover trading cards. And it's weird that these go for so much, because there is a Final Fantasy TCG, right? So you wouldn't think that this would be such a huge thing, but it is. And I was appalled at how much booster packs and decks cost now. It's $80 for a commander deck. I remember when you used to go get like a deck or a starter deck, and it was like 30 or 40 bucks or something, but I had never seen anything higher than that. Booster packs were around like $5 to $6. It was reasonable. And now it's just like, what is going on? I bought this in one commander deck, and it was like $160. That is insane. That is insane. We can blame it solely on the greedy corporations, but these greedy corporations wouldn't be able to do this if we didn't let them. We have created the mess that we currently are in because we can't stop buying. We just keep consuming. How many times do you go on social media and you see somebody, I got my monthly game pickups, and it's like 50 games, all with like special collector's editions. And that's not even talking about all the action figures they bought, or the comic books and manga and blah, 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 blah. And it's like people are choosing to go financially broke over stuff. Stuff that in the grand scheme of things does not matter. because the only person that is going to care about this stuff is you or me. If you think my family is going to care anything about this stuff, they won't. They don't even know how much it's worth. And there's another problem. We care more about the value of things than actually enjoying them. We hoard it with the hopes of being able to flip it. I have seen people with the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering, these videos that pop up, and they're sitting there up close, and they're opening the pack. They don't care about the packaging. They don't care about the cards. They're flipping through it. They're tossing off the old cards, and they're only showing you the cards that have value because they want to flip it. They want to resell it. So people that actually love these things are not even the ones that's getting it. I was recently tagged that there is going to be a restock of the 30th anniversary of the PlayStation controllers and plates and whatnot. And I was like, that's cool. If I can get one, that's great. But if not, I'm not going to worry about it. I used to get so upset because things would sell out instantly and these scalpers would buy all that stuff up. And it's not fair. It really isn't. But when you start to realize that that is just a normal PS5 controller with a different color and a skin on it. And here's the thing, you're going to pay 60, 70, however much the controller goes for, and you're never going to use it because it's a collector's item and it goes for more on eBay. So why are you buying it? Why? We have let our addiction to buying stuff get so out of control that it has consumed us, and it has negatively impacted the market and the industry and being able to enjoy and love things. Can you imagine being a kid growing up now? They don't even get to enjoy what they love like we got to when we were growing up. They don't get to enjoy the experience. They don't get to have the same love and excitement for things that we do. Why? Because greedy adults are buying all the stuff up. Remember these from McDonald's? These collectible little Nintendo figurines, right? How many adults went to McDonald's and bought all those up? Or how about the Pokemon card promotions? How many went to McDonald's and bought all of the trading cards up so the kids couldn't have it? There are nerdy adults that have their own families now that want to share their love and passion for Pokemon with their children, and they can't even do it because people want to buy everything up so they can flip it, so they can hoard it, so they can scalp it. And it's wrong. It's wrong. So what is the point of this video? The point of this video is for us to take accountability for how we are spending our money and spend it wisely, and also chill out with buying everything. We don't need all of these consoles and games and figures and trading cards day one, people. Breathe. You want me to be better use of all that money that we constantly waste on this stuff? Saving it up and using it for something really special. Save it up and take a vacation with your loved ones, because guess what? You are not promised tomorrow. None of us are. Something could happen to any one of us, and that's not being gloom and doom. What I'm saying is we need to enjoy more of life. And we, for whatever reason, we are channeling our depression, our anxiety, our disappointment in life. Maybe you're feeling bad. Maybe some kind of trauma happened. Maybe there's something going on in your life that makes it to where all you want to do is consume. You're addicted to consuming and buying because maybe you feel miserable. Maybe you feel lost. Maybe you don't have a relationship with the Lord. I don't know what is going on in your life that makes you just keep consuming and consuming. And I've been addicted to it too. Like guys, I'm not just trying to point a finger or start fights or whatever. What I'm saying here is we all collectively need to come together and make the community better. I'm not telling you to stop collecting and buying cool things that you like, because I love it too. I'm always going to be a nerd. I'm always going to love this stuff because of my childhood, how I grew up. I love it. But we need to be smarter, and we need to be more aware about how we're spending money. If you have a massive Nintendo Switch backlog, like me, where you haven't even probably touched 1% of your games, then open it and play those games. Just go play them. Because guess what? If you don't put Nintendo Switch cartridge or 3DS cartridges in the device after so many years, they start to deteriorate. So you need to play them. Imagine being a still collector, right? We should be enjoying all the things that we spent a bunch of money on, not constantly buying more stuff that we're never going to get to. And you know what happens if we chilled out and didn't just keep on buying more and more stuff for a shelf that's going to collect dust? Then the industry would change. The quality of games coming out would change. the frequency of collector's editions that is so inflated and not even worth being called that anymore would change, and then there would be more specialized, more quality releases that would get that treatment. There would be a way for newer generations to come in and get to enjoy it without being pushed out by the whales or the scalpers. This is supposed to be a beautiful community of gaming and sharing your love and your passion with everyone and coming together. Instead, we've made it into this toxic, greedy monstrosity that needs to be taken down. And I hate to see it like this. I really do. I love this stuff, but I can't in good faith love it when I see that we're all collectively helping to destroy it. So what are you going to do? Can we all come together to better this industry, better this community? Choose quality over quantity? Stop buying everything, pre-ordering everything, consuming everything? Less is more sometimes, guys. We all have a part of the blame to share in that. It's not any one person, it's all of us. So if we want it to be better, we have to fix it. And the only way to fix that is to stop buying everything. Stop collecting everything. Right? Chill out. Put your money aside for a rainy day or something. Maybe it's time to sell off some of your stuff. I know I put out a video about that a while ago, and it resonated with a lot of people. And, you know, it's okay to let go of some of these things, because we're not going to live on this earth forever, and we can't take any of this with us when we go. The real reward is in heaven. So, you know, just be okay with not having everything. Let the scalpers be the greedy ones. We don't have to be. And let kids actually be kids. Let them have some of this stuff, right? Let the kids get to enjoy it too. We adults had our time to be kids. We adults had our time to enjoy these things. Let kids have that same opportunity. Because imagine if you were a kid again, living in this time, and you went into a store and you wanted to buy the Pokemon cards or the Star Wars figures and Ninja Turtles, and you just saw some adult grabbing everything up like this, scooping it in their cart, and then walking off with it, not even letting you have one little thing. You would hate it. You would hate it. You'd be crying to your parents. You'd be saying, how unfair is that, right? If the little kid version of you wouldn't like it, why are you doing that to other kids? Now, it's time for us all to collectively grow up and be more responsible with how we spend our money and how we collect the things that we love. Stop doing it for a YouTube channel and YouTube fame. Stop doing it because of FOMO. Stop doing it because of scalpers. Stop doing it because other people pickups are tempting you to make big old pickup posts too. You don't need to always post everything that you got. Even me. I want to chill out with that. I don't want to put out videos where I'm just like, hey guys, got more stacks of aims, more stacks of cars, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't want to do that all the time, because I feel like that taints the waters too. I love you guys. I love those that support this channel, and I love gaming. I love these hobbies. I just want everything that I love to be more precious, to be more special, to get back to what it once was. And the only way that can happen is if we are the ones that make the change. We can't stop the greedy corporations from being greedy. We can't stop the scalpers from scalping. But we can choose how we spend our money and how much of it we spend and when we choose to spend it. So that's all I'm saying, guys. I'm not saying stop collecting. I'm not saying this is all your fault. What I'm saying is we have a part to play in this too. All right. That's all I wanted to say, everybody. Have a one-up blessed day. Thanks so much for watching. And remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Bye, everyone. Game over now. 9, 8, 7.